So 1 point lead then, 2 point lead with the one free throw, but it's immediately answered with a beautiful driving finish there. The left hand of Cardenas ties it again. A wide open look, but there is the energy of Lima once more. The offensive glass. Open man. Just trying to sneak along the baseline is Arthur. There he is. Penetrates. Great ball movement from Brazil. The open look. This one, nothing but the bottom of the net. Great play from Brazil. The three is made by George Chaya. His first points of the game. Fluid-looking offense that from Brazil. Dangerous for Ecuador. Brazil not moving. They're going to try and now isolate Ecuador on the far side of the court. A stagnant offense, just waiting for the one-on-one. Leads to a 24-second violation as Quintado couldn't get it away. Lovely penetration, Arthur Silva, veteran on this Brazilian team, 31 years of age. Strong drive and finish from him. 8-5 now. Ecuador taking their time on offense. Already then shot clock to 10 seconds. Hurtado, long contested two, tough shot from him. Step back dribble, found some room, ready to go. Much needed basket for Ecuador, but here come Brazil once more. The dunk is missed, however. And Ecuador will come in transition. Chambe looking towards the inside, but the long arms of Rafael de Souza gets it back. It was the number 12 that missed the dunk. Made up for it on the defensive end, but for Silva, we'll go to the line for two. And you see Cardenas commits the foul. Knew what he was. Four start for Brazil, could be two more, and an unsportsmanlike foul. Work on the defensive end once again. It was George Sharp, he got the steal, and he's pulled back. So the unsportsmanlike foul against Carlos Carcelen. There you see, just grabbed the shorts. So the man who plays for Flamengo, and Brazil will get two free throws. Possession will go to Brazil. This really could be the turning point. First rolls home. As does the second. Rodriguez again looking on. Instructions to his team. He's slowly pushing towards the double-figure mark. And good work from the first quarter, being undone, but the offensive foul is going to be called against Augusto Lima. Illegal screen. Cardenas moves it on. He long through another foul. So Carcelen has done well getting to the line. To Souza it is. Cardinal sin. Fouling the jump shooter. Clearly see Contact on the forearm there. It's a young team for Brazil. They've made a couple of young mistakes as well. Gosselin comes up empty on the first attempt. Second is good. Foul shot means he'll get 3 attempts from the free throw line. Third is good. Substitutions. Sees Cristiano Felicio into the game. He replaces De Souza, the man that committed the foul. Of the early 20s born players. Silva sets the feet, gets it to go. And 3 more points to that bench scoring as De Silva comes off the screen, makes it. Afters there from Ecuador as the foul is committed by George Cha. See, he was didn't really know what happened. Cardenas seemed to take exception to the foul, didn't like it. 3 misses everything. Cardenas is in there fighting for the rebound, but Augusto Lima picks it up. Brazil going to the low post immediately. Felicio kicks it to Lima. Lima, foul line jump shot, rattles it home for 2, and the lead is to double digits. Largest lead of the game for Brazil. Coming into this game, heavy favourites. Ecuador nearly called for the travel as Felicio saves it. Lima pushes, gets the foul, but can't add the 2 points. You see the 14-4 run for Brazil. Work from the first quarter just being undone from Ecuador. Remember, they trailed by just 1 after 10 minutes, but have struggled offensively as Brazil started to take charge of this game. But Rodriguez is going to have to call his second timeout of this first half as his team are starting to lose their poise. They've got to find a way. Somebody who's going to step up offensively for them.
Vamos a recordar el segundo encuentro votado para el día de hoy a las 3 de la tarde. Perú, Uruguay, 3 de la tarde. Posteriormente, 5:30 de la tarde, Argentina versus Paraguay. Para cerrar la jornada a las 8 de la noche, Venezuela, Chile.
First is good for Augusto Brito Lima. Second as well. And that's playing his club basketball in Murcia, southern Spain, this past season. Just 22 years of age as well. Augusto Lima feels like he's been around for a long time. Still in the early stages of his basketball career. These 2 push the lead to 12. Silva sets his feet again. Second 3 for him. No. Doesn't fall as it rattles around. And now Cardenas has been A spark plug for Ecuador, brings it down. As I asked before the timeout, where's the offense going to come from? Go to the low post. Marcelin was the leading scorer yesterday with 9. Turnaround jump shot doesn't go, and Brazil take another rebound. (13-9) on the glass. So look at the second quarter run Brazil have been using to build this lead here. A turnover. They'll go to the inside with Felicio. He finds the cutting man, and Vita Benite will go to the line. Fouls against Alvarez from Ecuador. It's tipped around. Felicio pulls it in eventually for Brazil. Now here he is on the perimeter. Foul is going to be called. I think it's called an offensive foul. Goes to Lima. Not the worst. A shot to the eye. It's called for a foul as well. See if I can see it. Oh, took an elbow to the face. He was moving. It's a good call from the official. There's Carlos Delgado. Attempted to get around the screen. Remains in. There's Cardenas. He's going to draw the foul. Offensive. Lima it is. That takes the charge. Marcelin. Perhaps unlucky to get that call. Lima looked like he was just moving to the left a little. The official goes in the way of the Brazilian. Chaya backs it out behind the back pass to Lima. Good interplay with Felicio, but he loses the ball out of bounds. With these flamenco players, Cristiano Felicio, he couldn't handle the interplay from his fellow big man. And turnovers for Brazil. Surely a number will frustrate Coach Jose Nito. Goes cross court. Silva can't get it to go. Felicio pulls in the rebound, and another 3 is up. This one also misses, but another shot will come as Lima picks up the offensive rebound and is fouled by Mina. Lima then 4 points, 5 rebounds for him. Just 6 minutes of action. Gets the second to roll. 14-point lead for Brazil. Cardenas is double teamed, passes out, somebody's going to be open. Can they make the open look? They can't. The offensive rebound is picked up. Ecuador will wait, and now the defense to settle once again. Same play for them. A running shot from Hurtado, bounces clear. Brazil will wander down the floor before a foul is committed. Delgado it is. Takes a shot to the face. You can see the forearm from Silva. Catches him clearly in the face. Ricardo was reaching in at the same time. Action from Ecuador. This is going to take a tough three though. The ball doesn't get inside the three-point line for Ecuador. This Brazilian defense has been very good. They've looked after the ball slightly better, Brazil. This lead could be a far higher number. So step through on the low post play from Felicio. Will be rewarded with 2 shots. I could see calls against the number 13. Felicio his first, can't get his second. Through luck and judgment, get it over the halfway line there. Pass slipped through the hands. And here is an advantage again. Lima tries to take the charge. This one is called as a block. So Lima showing his quality as a help defender. Got that block with the left hand early on. He's taken 1 charge, nearly got a second there. Was called for the violation this time, and it's his 3rd foul. So Jose Neaton may go to the bench. This time, final 2:43. Not necessarily for the scoreline, but just might want to ensure Lima doesn't foul out. Tardo's first. Didn't fall. The 24-year-old hits the second. Brazilian sideline break there. Ball doesn't hit the floor as it goes from one end to the other. Entry pass is deflected out of bounds as Brazil continue this run. 12-1 here in the second period. And it's 22-7 overall in the second quarter. Said at the start of this period, this was a key time for both teams as the game changed at this point yesterday. Great fake, a little flip past and inside. Despite the good play, no points for Ecuador as the jump shot from Quintero comes up short. They do get the offensive rebound and will work once again here. San Miguel is double teamed, dribbles out, tries to find the no-look pass, but it goes straight out of bounds. So Jaime San Miguel, frustrated, slaps his hands together. As Lima does take the seat on the bench I talked about. A wry smile from him. He's been replaced by the number 12, Rafael de Souza. A lot of Brazilian players looking towards the official there, showing the palms. Thought it should be their ball, but instead Ecuador will bring it down. San Miguel waits, kicks up his dribble now with no options, so has to try and force the pass. It's turned over. The big man break here is finished by de Souza. He was fed by Cristiano Felicio. Enough, and you see the 4-on-5 leading the way. And then it is de Souza who gets the block on the opposite end, but he's called for the foul. So the bigs from Brazil doing the work up and down the floor. The lead Largest of the game at 18 now. There is the easy two. De Souza with the two-handed slam. Quintero. Much younger than the beard makes him look, just 22 years of age. Mauricio Quintero gets the second to fall as well. Quintero, solid game with 8 points yesterday. And his first two from the line there. Silva, quick first step, the open look then. It was good, great play from Brazil. Felicio knocks it down, but it was all about the drive from Silva. Screen, but nowhere to go. Ecuador going to have to back it out. 10 seconds on the clock. Chinking drive down the baseline. Doesn't go for Quintero, and the lob is deflected. Silva fakes the three, steps underneath. Felicio showing the range. Delgado then pulls up right around the elbow. Doesn't get it, and a fight for the rebound will go to Ecuador. Quintero pulls it in. Had the heady play to throw it off the legs of the Brazilian defender. Rafael Lutz will come in, places Vitor Benite for this final 21.6 seconds of the half. Brazil will hope to push the lead to 20 if they can before the end of the quarter here. Maybe difficult after that beautiful drive there. Tenorio Parales moves to 5 personal. Brazil will hold for this final shot. Kick, open three, De Souza to end the half. Gets it to go. So after Ecuador hit the buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter, Brazil hit one of their own, and the lead is up to 19 points here in favour of Brazil. It's not been their best performance, that's for sure, but Brazil have the 19-point advantage at the halftime interval. And for Coach Jose Nito, he'll be pleased his team has this comfortable advantage, 46-27, despite not playing at their best so far. Brazil led by the 9-point server Nito. Also helped by 9 from Arthur Silva off the bench. And a number of players helped the cause as they leave the rebounding battles 19-14. Have, however, turned it over 10 times as a team, 3 of them coming from their point guard Nito. So that will frustrate Coach Jose Nito. That's something he'll talk about in this halftime interval. Going into the game tomorrow against Argentina, Brazil will be hoping for an improved performance in the second half. Join us again in about 10 minutes time to see if they can do that. Or will it be Ecuador trying to get their first win of this 2014 FIBA South American Championships?
46ª edición, Campeonato Sudamericano de Baloncesto Argentina 2014, bajo la organización FIBA Americanas, Abasur, la Federación Nacional de Baloncesto y el municipio del Pueblo Popular del Norte. Un evento designado por la Iglesia, la gobernación gobierna del Estado de Nueva York, Banco Central de Venezuela, Banco del Tesoro, Cartel Móvil, Sena, Oficina Nacional de Drogas, Ministerio del Pueblo Popular para el Turismo, Monte, Tercer Norte, Corpus, Escudo 99, un número que está bien. El sonido de los muchachos de interactivos, medios audiovisuales y DJ Luis con todo sonido.
At the half then, 46-27 in favour of Brazil. It is day 2 of the FIBA South American 2014 Championship. Brazil had the 19-point lead, but it hasn't really been smooth sailing for them. They were 40 points favourites coming into the game. They're halfway there, but they have 10 turnovers at the half. And they led by just the 1 point at the end of the first quarter, 17-16. They've been led with 2 players having 9 points, Raulito and Arthur Silva. For Ecuador, the question is going to be, where will the points come from? The leading scorer from yesterday, Carlos Carcelen, has 5 points. They've been led today by Cardenas, the number 12. He has 8. Just 1 of 9 from the 3-point line. Ecuador just 7 of 24, less than 30% from the field as they attempt to cause the upset here. Second half is underway then. Raulito, he didn't play at all in that second quarter, is on. Brazil share the ball beautifully and reverse it all the way into the hands of the number 14. And the strong drive from Leonardo Mendel, the youngest player on this Brazilian team. Seeing his first action of the game at the start of this second half. Gets the score. It's a great introduction for him. First points. Less than 15 seconds of action. Can't get the bonus to fall. As Ecuador again retreat off the pick and roll. Brazil very aggressive defensively. Power finish from Quintero doesn't go. Numbers for Brazil, 4 on 2. Lutz thinks about the 3, but instead, quick movement. Nito into the key, lovely pass. And I was about to say the easy 2, but Mendel couldn't get it to fall. Went to the reverse, but left it short. Cardenas gets into the key, gets it back, nowhere to go, so he's got to go back out beyond the 3-point line. Someone has to step up and take the shot. Shot clock to 3 before they turn it over, and Brazil again in transition. The extra pass, the kick ahead. Easy 2 for Rafael de Souza. Points from him, second dunk of the game. And here's still from Nito. Biggest lead of the game, you could see. First time over 20 points. The lob and an De Souza, back-to-back dunks for him. The feed from Raulito. De Souza becomes the first double-figure scorer in this game. And Brazil, blink of an eye, they've opened up the lead here. 6-0 start for them. Nito denies the pass again. Eventually with 4 on the clock. Cardenas is going to have to take the long 3. Doesn't get it. Brazil look dangerous here. Nito thought about another lob for De Souza, but instead uses that screen all the way. Easy 2 for Raulito then. 11 for him as he joins De Souza on double figures. He gets the steal as well. Another turnover. Ecuador look fatigued here. 5-on-2 for Brazil. They take the 3. They can't fall, but the rebound belongs to them. It might be an early timeout here. As we see the picture-perfect lob from Nito to De Souza. Right on the money, the pass. Made it easy for the big fella running the floor. It's not a timeout, it's just substitutions. See the 11-0 run since it was 20 seconds ago. There's another lob. The same combo. Nito and De Souza combine once again. De Souza, 5 of 6 from the field. Here's Nito. Turn provider now. Great back cut. Delgado it was that sneaked back door for the first 2 of the second half from Ecuador, and it was much needed because it was a 10-0 run for Brazil. There it is. Nito just draws the help defense. There's the perfect lob once again. I really am a fan of Raul Nito's game. He's a very high quality point guard. I think he's a future star. Just 22 years of age. Great experience in the domestic leagues in Spain. Good kick from the low post. Seimer. He's been very quiet today. Led the way 13-9 yesterday. That's the man there. He draws the foul. Seimer is yet to score in this game. He's yet to get a rebound actually. There's 8 minutes in the first half. Just the one shot. 0 for 1. His only other statistic was 2 fouls. So disappointing evening so far for Rafael Hetzheimer. He is now at the line. Chance to rectify that. Hetzheimer gets it to go. You see the power. Surrounded by 2 Ecuadorian players. Still managed to power it up. Second is good. Jump defense there on the pick and roll. And Hurtado, who saw an opening, just dragged the pivot foot. Rodriguez just looks a frustrated man. 17 turnovers against Ecuador. That was the problem for them yesterday as well. They're 26 against Argentina. You can see 16 points from turnovers for Brazil. Don't get any on that occasion, but they're going to have another chance here. Another. Nito under control. Goes inside to Hetzheimer. Spin, draws the foul, and will go to the line. Hetzheimer, deep position. He's powered up against the young Edgar Bernal. Tough matchup for Bernal. He's 19 years of age. 96. Another man giving up. Plenty of size to Hetzheimer. Cardenas will go to the bench then. As the veteran 33-year-old Carlos Coselin comes in. Seimer again earns points from the line. As we see Hurtado taking his seat, Alvarez is into the action. Two for Hetzheimer and a turnover again. 3 in a row for Ecuador. San Miguel put it on the floor, had nowhere to go. Good coverage from Brazil. Credit to Rafael de Souza. He was the man that covered, came across the trap. Mobile front line with de Souza, Lima. Brazil. There's the strong drive. Lutz. You just sense this game getting away from Ecuador now. Frustration starting to set in. There's something to spark them into life. Could this be it? The three doesn't go. De Souza pulls in the boards. Nito in transition, always dangerous, and that's why finds Hetzheimer wide open, and Ecuador going to have to burn a timeout here. The lead ballooning now, the largest of the game. And what a start to this third period for Brazil. After the timeout, will there be a response from Ecuador? They trail 64-29. Marcelin, dangerous cross-court pass is picked off, and the young star gets the finish. Even the 12th man off the bench is piling on the misery for Ecuador now. As Leonardo Mendiel, the 21-year-old, he didn't see any action in the first half. Moves to 4 points now, all in this second period. Felicio comes in as well. That's Hetzheimer. He's done his little bit of work. Mendel adds the bonus. No opening for Ecuador. Scored just 2 points in this third quarter. They're going to get two there, though. Not sure if it was actually through the fingertips of Bernal or whether it was, in fact, a Brazilian defender that knocked it in, but they all count right now. As the lead is at 26 points. So foul called on Alvarez. Sees a trip to the line for Felicio. Team fouls against Ecuador. Buzzer sounds, so wait to get the free throw. We'll see the distinguished figure of Quintero coming in. A white beard of his. Quintero was a spark plug, 2 points, 5 rebounds in 15 minutes, but he was 0 for 5 for the field. for Ecuador. For Brazil, and you see the strong game from Cristiano Felicio. A bit of everything for his team. Points, rebounds. Only go 1 of 2 there though. As Nito hounds the ball handler once more. San Miguel breaks it this time. Called Felicio with the push, looks to the bench, takes a bit of advice from Coach Joselito. Pinero, a slicing drive, doesn't fall. Quintero still struggling from the field as Lurtz finds the slashing. Alvaro Rodriguez. He gets the 2 plus the foul. So nothing is working for Ecuador then. As Onovina Rodriguez puts it on the floor, you can see clearly fouled. I think he was fouled by 3 different players in fact. Still able to get the score though. Great protection from him. Uses the reverse. Goes off the backboard using the ring to protect it from the potential shot block. And the lead is to 40 now. Largest of the game. Brazil covering the spread from before the game. As Alvarez skips to the basket on Alvarez, gets the 2, great play from him. First 2 of the game. Oh, the backdoor cut, but the easy layup is missed from Mendiel. Someone somewhere telling him to use the backboard. As you see the impressive bench scoring from Brazil. More points off the bench from starters. Some of that is because they have rested their starters for big periods of this game. Nito, who's seeing your screen there, didn't play in the whole of the second half. And of course, Rafael Hetzheimer, leading scorer from yesterday, has played limited minutes in the game so far. So Alvarez will go to the side. More frustration for Ecuador. Tenorio. It's free throw. Just doesn't go. Rodriguez gets it on the floor. All the way to the ring. Failed to score. Brazil really have been so aggressive on the pick and roll. Ecuador haven't been able to counter it yet. Every time you see the Ecuadorian ball handlers coming off the screen, the bigs from Brazil jump right out, forcing them to retreat. Should give the advantage for Ecuador, going 4 against 3 really for a period of time, but they haven't been able to make that pay. Just credit to the other 3 defenders from Brazil covering that ground, taking away any easy option as we see substitutions. Delgado comes in for Ecuador, who replaces Canario. And also Jefferson Andrade, who we haven't seen that much of in this game, despite starting for Brazil. The number 10 is into the game. Good quick move there, Felicio. Beautiful low post play. The open up, fake to the baseline, drives to the middle strong. San Miguel reverses around, they're looking to the inside. Same match up, other end of the floor, but an offensive foul is going to be called. So Felicio takes advantage and wins the personal battle at both ends. against Castellan. Into the final minute of this third period then. 22nd turnover against Ecuador. Said before the game that may be a problem for them. Cost them the game against Argentina. He's doing so here as Nito has his shot blocked. And they will retain possession with 9 to go. On the shot clock. Jefferson, great footwork in the low post, spins. And the extra step. Just steadies himself for that score. Again, just no easy pass at all for Ecuador. The Brazilian defense, long, athletic and aggressive. It's been in this game so far. A good take. Can Ecuador finish? They can't, and it's going to be a chance with 10 under 10. An easy 2. Felicio throws it down. What a third quarter for Cristiano Felicio. Moves to 8 points then. The third quarter comes to an end, and the lead is up to the largest of the game, 44 points for Brazil, as they poured in 31 points in that quarter. 31-6 in favour of Brazil through that 10-minute sequence. And Brazil cruising here to what might be their second victory of this tournament. For Ecuador, they've got a lot of work to do should they wish to come back into this game. Last 10 minutes of action then. On day 2 for these teams. Brazil looking towards their second victory in Group A. For Ecuador, they'll be preparing to see if they can get their first win. Maybe not here now in the fourth quarter, but tomorrow again. Will be key as they match up against Paraguay. Great low post play, but again, Castellan just can't quite get the score against this taller front line from Brazil. A kick ahead. Felicio, though, one of the rare occasions in this game, doesn't get the finish. Perhaps not the right move from him. Cristiano Felicio, we don't see a lot of in senior national team for Brazil. A wealth of bigs from the Brazilians in recent years. Thiago Splitter, of course, having just won the NBA championship with the San Antonio Spurs, leading the front line for the Brazilian team at the World Cup. Sloppy play Brazil's attempt to practice and set offences. Maintain possession. Jefferson Andrade will bring it in. There is Jefferson. An unsportsmanlike foul is called against Brazil. I see. Good call from the official. Clear. Jefferson Andrade leading with the elbow. So it'll be 2 shots for Ecuador and possession. Coach Jose Nito looks on. Yeah, you can see Jefferson goes straight at the throat of Mauricio Quintero. Perhaps a little bit of frustration from the Brazilian man there. Despite this large lead, he has not enjoyed his best game. Just 2 points for him. Quintero then makes the first shot. Second is good. Tardo back. 3 points, 2 rebounds for him. Replaces the man who just made the 2 free throws. Hesitation in the offense from Ecuador. Again, they're low into the clock. Fake. And the 3. Carcelen makes it. Uses that shot fake so well. A mini run then from Ecuador. See if they can build on this. They're going to commit the foul. Officials attempt to get control of this game. Delgado's called for the cheap one. We'll see replay of the 3 from Carcelen. The open look, Rodriguez. Great execution from Brazil. Rodriguez knocks down the 3. Exactly as it would have been drawn up in practice there. Sideline play, executed perfectly. Right read from George Chaya at the point guard position. Jump hook from Hurtado is short. Foul is called. This game is just reaching boiling point here. A couple of incidents you haven't seen throughout the game. Frustration starting to come out now. With 7:50 to go. Chaya loses his man. Tries to throw a difficult bounce pass. Not sure how that got through. But Rodriguez picks it up and gets the score. Olavina do Nascimento, or Olavina Rodriguez, as he's also known. A 31-year-old, 203 forward. That's for Flamengo. One of 4 players from the Flamengo club here in this team. Gets it to go. Fine game from him. Let's see. Quintero on the side, icing that cheek. Possibly when the unsportsmanlike foul was called as Hurtado glides to the ring. He's knocked down though hard. I think he landed on the back of his head. No intent in the play at all on the defensive side. There you see, clearly going for the ball, Felicio. Just as Hurtado was in the air, couldn't protect himself, and I think can't quite catch it on that angle. As he falls to the floor, bangs his head. There you see. Yeah, just hits his back of his head on the floor. Hopefully he'll be okay, Hurtado. Looks to have any regained his composure, goes to the line for 2 shots. Official's going to sub him off though, as Delgado comes back. Oh no, excuse me, Delgado's obviously in. It is Tenorio that comes in. So he will be the man that shoots the 2 free throws. 0 for 2 from the line, Tenorio. Make that 0 of 3 now. It's the second to fall. Still, Hurtado shaken up. Gets that head. There's the finish from Lima. Pushed from behind. To the game, Augusto Lima. After just icing that cheek, he replaces Delgado. Augusto Lima, who didn't score yesterday in Brazil's victory, brings himself to 8 points personal. Another turnover. Alvaro, you see. Oh, just after thinking he'd regained his balance, just took that right foot on the sideline. Mina comes back. And still outside. Hurtado is receiving treatment. Brazil got more points on the board. Jefferson, Silva, Andre. That's the shot to fall. Deflected pass will stay with Ecuador. Alvarez is going to take the 3. Can't get it, but Brazil can't pull in the rebound. A lot of ball movement from Ecuador. Just haven't been able to penetrate this fantastic defense Brazil have shown. Haven't seen anything of leading scorer at the half. Cardenas Cida, number 12. Well, Cardenas is on the floor at the moment after having 8 at the half to lead the way. Has failed to score in this second half. He's wandering to the left of your picture. See if we can get going here. Pass is denied to Quintero. And it's going to be a 5-second violation. And there's the Brazilian defense we've been talking about. Aggressive. Really have got out in passing lanes, made everything difficult for Ecuador. Play is called, but an offensive foul is going to go against Augusto Lima. Second illegal screen called against him. And Lima is going to foul out of this game. He smiles to the bench after playing just 9 minutes. It's been an effective 9 minutes for him. 8 points, 6 rebounds. But he is fouled out and will play no further part. So he sits down, takes the high fives from the team. Close play, Cardenas. So I haven't seen a lot of him. The officials have to come in just to make sure nothing spills over there. Foul against Bernal. A push and... Excuse me. That's not Bernal. That is Chaya. So Cardenas will go to the line for 2 shots. Alavina Rodriguez takes a well-earned blow. And in comes Andreas Kuchambe. First point of the second half for Real Cardenas then. Two of 2 from him. Just got one point yesterday in his 28 minutes. Much improved today. He moves to double figures. Second player in double figures for Ecuador after Carlos Cancelen. That's the corner 3 is good for Brazil. Mendiel is the man that replaced Augusto Lima off the bench, shows his range. Performance from him, 8 points now. For number 14, he is the youngest member on this Brazilian team at 21 years of age. Cardenas. Hard off the backboard. Another offensive rebound picked up by Ecuador. 7 offensive rebounds in this game. His back cut finds some room for Kuchambe. Brazil take the rebound and push it in transition. They'll have that sideline break. Keeping the ball off the floor. As Jefferson Andrade loses it out of bounds. Just going to use the high screen on either side. Lovely feed to the inside. It helps a little bit late for Mina at the line. Nixon Mina hasn't scored yet tonight. He'll get his chance here as the rotation from Mendel is just a little bit too slow. Felicio continues his strong performance with the defensive rebound. Can't get the lob connection at the other end. 0.6 rebounds for him. You see, so close, but just tipped out of bounds at the last second from Mina. For another stoppage in play. Benite, the captain of this Brazilian team, makes his first point of the evening. Second is good as well. The lead is at 50 points. It's all about that huge third period for the Brazilians, 31-6. He took it relatively easy, even here in the fourth quarter. 17-11. As Felicio takes the inside pass, it's going to be good for the travel. San Miguel will bring it down. Still this Brazilian defense. How many passes have they deflected here today? Everyone has been a work in progress. Everyone has been difficult for Ecuador. As Benite will take that one and break. He's replaced by to Silva. Silva As the tied leading scorer coming into the second half for Brazil. Only sees action with 4 minutes 15 remaining. Smooth looking stroke, a little bit strong. Silva immediately picks up the rebound. Now, they get an assist with the kick out to the open three. He does. As Jefferson knocks it down. Second three of the game for the number 10. And Brazil edging closer to that three-figure mark. 97 for them now. San Miguel scoops the finish. First two for him. Chaya goes to Jefferson. Jefferson back-to-back threes. Can't get the 100-point mark up on that attempt. And the ball will go with Ecuador as he was tipped. And bounces out of bounds. Bernal can't get the finish. Silva grabs. Felicio waiting. Gives it out, wanted it back, but couldn't find the room. Silva brings up the 100-point mark. After Silva, off the bench, 12 points now. Fourth man into double figures for Brazil. He brings up the 100. So after losing 100 to 44 yesterday, Ecuador doing that much better today. 100 to 46 with 2:50 remaining. We have a chance to add more points here at the line. As Bernal tries to get his first foul shot of the evening. The first one though, way short. 2 points, 1 rebound for him. Second is good. Good effort from Tenorio. He hasn't given it up yet. He's going to commit the foul. Unfortunately for Ecuador, that effort will go straight to the line for Brazil for 2 shots. It's because of the team foul situation. Mendel, chance to be the 5th double-figure scorer for Brazil. He's going to have to wait a little bit longer though, as he comes up short on the first. He's played just 12 minutes. One of 11 players in double-figure minutes for Brazil. The only man that hasn't played double figures was Augusto Lima, because he fouled out before he could get to that mark. As a foul is called on Felicio on the rebound, just threw Nick Samina to the floor. We'll take the walk to the other end. Now as Mina will be at the line for Ecuador. Set is called then. Brazil continue to try and execute in the half court. A lot of movement from them. Get the opening for Jefferson. He feeds Felicio in the low post, but give and go players turned over. Ecuador got the advantage 5-on-4, but Brazil do a good job covering, giving any opening. finish from Mina. As he was deep in the paint. That's the problem with the size advantage for Brazil on the front line. Mina got deep in the paint, but just couldn't finish over the size on the inside of Cristiano Felicio. So Ecuador go to the perimeter, miss everything with the three-point attempts, and Brazil look to push. Silva, the little flip pass, but Rafael de Souza's fresh into the game and turns it over. We're under 2 then, 52-point lead for Brazil. There's a turn from Mina, draws the foul. De Silva it was that commits it. Mina gets a second. Brings up the 50-point mark for Ecuador. Brazil again continue to run through these sets. Look on the execution. Preparing for the Argentina matchup tomorrow night. Tough pass from Silva is turned over. Ecuador have the open man on this side, but Chambé doesn't get it, eventually does in the corner, fires up the three, comes up short. And Brazil take their time. Silva finds himself wide open on the three-point line. Another whistle. And the foul against de Souza. So we see 2 more free throws for Ecuador now. The roll is kind for Mina. Mina, you see the game, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Battled well on the inside despite giving up that size we talked about. 13 minutes he's played in this game. Sullen faces on that Ecuadorian bench then. As Brazil down with the ball so easily. Actually get into the high screen and roll. They're going to wait for de Souza! Down the middle. Slices. And was perfectly found by Chaya there. Good point guard play from him. It's going to be his 8th assist of the game. He really picked that one up. The way he's distributed the ball, perfect here in this game. He had 3 assists yesterday, 8 here today now. Good point guard play off the bench. And how Brazil look loaded at that point guard position. Also have Marcelino Huertas, also in the team preparing for the World Cup. With George Chaya, 23 years of age, Raulnito at 22. Waiting in the wings for the aging Marcelino Huertas. That's a 50-point lead for Brazil. Into their final offense of this game. 17.9 to go on the clock. No shot clock. Excuse me, 14.7. Quick correction there on the caption. Shot clock has been turned off. They will wait then. Chaya again comes off the screen. Gets the switch, trying to find an opening, flips it over to Mendiel. Can't get it, and D'Souza tips it home. The exclamation point then, a 52-point victory for Brazil. It is 106-54. They take this one here. Brazil will move to 2 wins and 0 losses in Group A. For Ecuador, another heavy defeat for them. They go to 0 wins and 2 losses, but have a chance for redemption tomorrow night in their game against Paraguay. Workmanlike performance from Brazil then. They were paced by the 17 points from Alvaro Rodriguez. It was all about that third period. They just simply blew open the lead, 31-6 in that quarter. For Ecuador, they turned the ball over 24 times. That led to a lot of points in transition for Brazil. 27 points off turnovers for the Brazilians. 42 points in the paint were the keys. So Brazil will return tomorrow for their crunch game against Argentina to see who will probably finish top of Group A, assuming Argentina get the win later tonight. I'll leave you from Venezuela then. A quick look at the leaders and the statistical categories for each team. But Brazil take the victory 106-54.
Victoria para el equipo.